Sip Happens FM.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Casey.
Grab a little drink.
Take a sip
And come hang out with us.
So today we're going to be trying the new Red Bull Spring Edition Cherry Sakura. I'm so excited.
Me too. Oh my gosh.
Okay, here's our first try. Oh, I like it. It's not super strong. I really like this. I think, I'm so sad it's only Spring Edition because I think it's going to be my new favorite. So I've been gone for the past 4 days. It felt like longer.
It did.
I feel like I came back and so many things changed.
I was missing Casey so bad.
She was down bad for me, guys.
I
I was just like,
Casey
Alex,
come
who? No, I'm just kidding.
home? Girl was having a blast.
It was so fun. It really was. Well, okay, so I land in Houston. Okay, everything's fine. I was a little worried because I hadn't been to that airport yet. It's a cool 70 degrees. Don't mind. It's nice. I had a 4-hour layover, and like the whole time that I was over here, so I was complaining to Jesse about it. I was like, what am I gonna do for 4 hours? Like 4 hours. He's like, well, charge your Kindle, babe, you know. And I was like, yeah, you're right. But by the time I got off the plane, I got lost a little. I finally asked for help. I finally made it to my gate. I ate food, and I finally settled down to just wait. I think I only had like 50 some minutes left. So I was like thankful for the 4 hours.
Girl, you wouldn't have made it to your flight. Casey, no offense, but your time management is so bad that I know that would have been enough time for you.
Alex, I'll tell you how bad it is. I miscalculated the time to get there to Minneapolis. So, you know, Jesse just like, whatever I tell him. So I said, okay, we're leaving at 3:45. And he's like, yeah, okay, you know, just tell me what time we're leaving and I'll take you. I said, okay, we're leaving at 3:45. I got there maybe 35 minutes before my plane boarded. And the TSA line was the longest I'd ever seen. It was pretty much as soon as we walked into the doors, that's where the line started. And it went all the way. I was so scared I was gonna miss my flight. I was like, look, if I paid for this flight, I wouldn't feel bad. I'd be like, oh, too bad I get to go home. Because every time I'm leaving, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna miss Jesse. And like, I like every day I just miss him so much when he just goes to work. So like being away from him for like even just a couple days, it's just like.
She can't even like spend the whole night by herself.
I hate it. And so I was like, oh no, like I would just have to go back home with you. But yeah, but because my dad paid for the flight, I was like, I really am trying to make this flight. I would feel so guilty if I missed it. And the TSA line said 15 minutes, and then out of nowhere it changes to 35 minutes. And I said,
Casey.
I was like, oh my god, I miscalculated so bad. And Jesse's there waiting with me to like get to the TSA line, like to the actual where it starts and you start going through the little line. But thankfully once it was moving pretty fast.
Good.
And so I'm going through, and there was two things that I took as a sign that I was gonna make the flight. And one of them was this girl in front of me had an ACOTAR tattoo, which A Court of Thorns and Roses, that series, she had a tattoo from that. And I said, and like, I don't know, I don't know why I took that as a sign. I was like, I love your tattoo. And she goes, thanks. And I was like, ah, okay. And then, you saw my luggage, right? The purple.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone with that luggage. And I saw someone there in line with my same bag. And I don't know why. I saw those two things and I said, I'm going to make this flight.
I feel like the universe is always giving you signs.
And I did. I got on there with like 15 minutes left. So we had to, maybe even, I think it was maybe even less, like 10 minutes left.
This is why you can't trust Casey with
time.
Her time.
Literally,
Yeah.
I'm literally time blind. Like, I think it's an ADHD thing. I am so time blind. Like, I can be like, I'll look at the time while I'm getting ready in the morning. It'll say 7:30. And then like I'll be doing a bunch of other things, right? And then I'm like, oh, I just checked it. It said it was 7:30 when it's probably like 10 minutes later. I don't know why my brain thinks like that. But okay, so all of that happens. Get to Houston, 70 degrees, lovely. Get to my gate. Well, okay, first of all, I ate that burger there.
Oh yeah.
It was like a $30 meal for like it was a big burger, but it was like super mid. They didn't have ranch, so I had to suffer.
The hell?
I had to suffer and eat my fries with ketchup. So I didn't even eat half of them. And like I was kind of full, and I don't know why traveling always messes with my tummy. Not like in a I have to go to the bathroom or like that kind of way, but more of like I almost have no appetite.
Mm-hmm.
And so like
It's the nerves.
I knew I had to eat. I knew I hadn't eaten since the day before, because we left at 3 a.m. So I ate the burger and a little bit of fries, and I was telling Alex, I was like, I'm so full, but like I paid like $30 freaking.
I told her the fries don't count, just eat the burger.
Then I land in Harlingen. 90 degrees.
That's the best type of weather.
No, I got off the plane. I could hardly breathe.
Okay,
I was
the
like,
air in
it's so
Texas
humid.
is suffocating. Like,
Yeah.
it's actually suffocating.
And I think it's worse in, I don't know what it's called, that little thing that you walk through when you're getting off the plane that connects to the inside of the airport. It is the worst in there. So like, I was like, take me back.
Girl was having
And
weather
a whole
withdrawal.
asthma attack. I was like, take me back to Minnesota. I regret this.
I'm ready to go back.
But then like I get outside and it's like, okay, I guess. And I'm like, the Harlingen airport is small.
Mm-hmm.
You've been to it, right?
Yeah,
It's tiny. I was sweating by the time I got to to see George. And then he's like, are you okay? I was like, I'm just sweating already. And he's like, oh, mama. And he, hugs and he kisses me.
And I know he was not sweating either.
He wasn't. And he was like, so what do you want to do right away? I said, get me in the AC. So we get to book it to his car, and he's like, is that cold enough for you? It's all the way up. And it's good now.
Bro, it low-key sucked living in Texas because my mom never had AC in her car, so I kind of just like got used to the weather like that too.
Yeah.
And we would just like be riding around with the windows rolled down, which that's even more suffocating. But like
honestly, yeah.
After you get used to it, after a certain while, like it's like nothing.
It's true. Once you're there,
Yeah.
like when I lived in Laredo, like yeah, you do get used to it.
Yeah.
And a lot of the cars don't have AC.
No, all of them have the windows rolled down. The
Yeah.
windows are busted.
When we went in the Raspera, no AC.
Oh yeah.
No.
They don't.
But yeah, so that was that. And then we go, where did we go right away? We went to the mall first because I needed to buy a dress for the wedding. So he was like, okay, so like, what do you want to do? I was like, well, do we have time to like go dress shopping? And he was like, yeah, of course. Like, cause I landed at 4 or 5 something maybe. So we still had time. So he took me to this ginormous mall, and we were like shopping and looking, and I was like, I can't find anything, and either it's ugly, it doesn't fit, it's too expensive. And then finally he was like, well, there's this one store, it's a Macy's, but it's like the clearance of the clearance. And I was like, why didn't you take me there first?
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, let's go. And almost immediately I found a dress, which I forgot to send you guys a picture of my fit.
I was gonna
but
say.
I'll put it on because I have the stuff. And the only thing I don't have is the hat, but I have a similar hat.
Yeah.
So I'll put it on for you guys. I tried it on and I showed it to him and I was like, is this giving like Little House on the Prairie? And he goes, no, it's perfect. And it's because it's like, it was Western style. It was long, and I got a long dress because I didn't want to have to shave my legs.
Oh yeah.
And then it like had buttons all the way up to here. So it was very conservative.
Very conservative.
And then with my my boots and my hat, I looked so cute.
She looked so vaquera.
I did. I was kidding. He was like, oh, are you hungry, this and that. And I was like, no, but I could go for like a fruit cup. And so we went to one, and I got this, it was like a mango, and then I just wanted mango, honestly. Like, they didn't have one that like had a mix of all the fruits.
No.
It was kind of like a mangonada, and then I just had like slices of mango on top, and I just ate that shit up.
I miss the Texas fruit.
Yeah.
The fruit was so good, and it's all year round.
So then we go, we get the fruit cup, we go home, I see grandma and grandpa, it's sweet.
How's your grandpa doing?
He's hanging in there. I know. And they hadn't told me so that I like wouldn't worry, but a week before I got there, Grandma had a minor heart attack.
I heard.
And that day that I got out, that day that I got there, she had just gotten home from the hospital.
And was she doing good after?
Yeah, they had give her like her medicine and like medicine she needed and stuff, and yeah, she was feeling mostly better. The day I left, she wasn't feeling too good, so they like made a follow-up appointment and stuff like that. But what can you do?
They are just getting old.
I know.
It's just so crazy because like it's crazy that I even know them because
I know.
I know their whole gang.
Literally.
Not their gang.
The whole
Their whole
gang.
family. Yeah, I remember Jorge just because he was so tall. I remember being so scared of him.
That's so funny.
That's your grandpa star. But he was so nice. He was so nice and funny.
That's your grandpa. But it's like, it is like hard, like how I remember him and like seeing him how he is now. And it was really hard the first time that I saw him when I went, in like 2019. Even then, he was still a little better. But then when I visited him like this last time, like he looked so much worse. And it was like, I almost cried because like just hugging him and like feeling how like
Feels so
frail, you know, he was. And that time I definitely cried a lot.
I feel like crying because it like I know he's not my grandpa, but it's just like how I remember him too.
Yeah.
Like when I was little, or even when they came to visit too.
Yeah.
I remember that he still looked better. He could still walk, talk, and everything.
Right. Exactly.
And now what? Is he bedridden or no? He could still...
Mostly like his feet get really, really swollen, so he gets up to walk a little to alleviate some of that. But he's mostly in bed all day. Yeah.
I feel so bad for him.
Yeah. Like we had a Special Olympics that next day.
I saw that.
Very cute. Oh my gosh, I was almost crying during when he was like doing his because he was just like smiling and so happy the whole time. I don't know why, just like that pure joy. I don't know why it made me so emotional. I like actually was I was like.
Sometimes when the girls are just being so cute,
right? I don't know why. It's just like it is so cute. But so he did his Special Olympics and that was pretty early. I had to wake up at like 6:30. I woke up at 6:30, which I had gone to bed at, what did I say, like 2 in the morning? 2 in the morning, because I, like, George had went to go drop off his uniform, and so I stayed there with my grandma, and we started watching the show called Dark Winds.
Oh, yeah.
It is so good. Okay, so we started watching she was watching it, and I was just, like, there, and I got really into it, and then we were just like, one more episode, and usually grandma tries to stay up until he comes back, but, I don't know, I think he got caught up in something. So we were just staying up and she was like, do you want to just sleep here like on the couch for now? And I said, honestly, yeah, like I'd rather sleep here than just like alone in the trailer. And so there I was lying there and she was there on the couch and we just kept watching it. And then like it was like 2 a.m. and she was like, do we watch another or do we take it off? And I said, no, we should take it off. I gotta wake up. Otherwise we would have kept going. We were binging. Otherwise we would have kept going, but she's like, okay. So then I wake up at 6 whatever. So I had almost been up for 24 hours that day. Then I woke up 6:30, got ready. We went to the Special Olympics. After that we went to go eat at Chili's. I've been wanting to go to Chili's, you guys, to try those mozzarella sticks. I'll insert the video of my cheese pull.
Casey did a really good
no
cheese
sound.
pull.
And it could have been longer, but the booths are so tiny and like the wall was right here and George was right here, so it's not like I could. So it was literally just like, I was like, okay, that's enough. Right?
It would have been a whole freaking scripture. A scroll?
Yeah.
Heary.
Literally, but it was so good. Like, we have to go to
Okay,
the one. It's like 2 hours away, but we're gonna go. And honestly, like, the rest of the food is like mid. It's kind of like an Applebee's. But the mozzarella sticks are where it's at. Like, I would go just to eat that. Oh, so before we went to the Special Olympics, I'm all jumbled. But before, so over there in Texas, you know, you can just, like, get tacos at the gas station.
Oh, yeah.
Tacos de barbacoa. Like, that's usually all I get. And, oh, yeah, you don't like it. But I love tacos de barbacoa, especially from the Stripes.
Oh,
They're
okay.
just so good.
Low-key, when I was little, I did used to like barbacoa, and that one was so good.
They're so good.
I miss Stripes and slushies. Their slushies are so good, too. Everything's so good.
And I was like so tired the whole time because I hadn't been sleeping much. Even the day that I left for my flight, I went to bed at like 12:30.
Casey.
That was not my fault.
Well, in your defense, you were having fun in Texas with your family. So
Yeah.
spend the most that you can. Those 4 days,
real.
who cares?
So I was like needing Red Bulls, and I think like okay, I was gonna say George just thought I was like a caffeine addict, like I'm not, but like I was like, because Grandma, she has coffee, but she just has like Folgers instant coffee, and I'm like. Yes, this does nothing for me. I'll drink it, but it's like drinking water.
Basically, yeah. I mean,
so I was needing Red Bulls, and so I had a Red Bull with my taco, and it was so fucking good. I wish I would have gotten 2. I wish I would have gotten one every single day that I woke up there.
I feel like you next time, because
Yeah.
we're going in April.
Next time I'm gonna say, don't even ask me what I want for breakfast. It's gonna be stripes.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, when we go in April, I think we'll rent a car so that we can just go, you know, wherever. You know what's funny? On the way back, the flight from Houston to Minneapolis, I don't know why, but the flight attendant kept saying Mindianapolis, like Indianapolis, but with Min in front of it. And honestly, for a second, I was like, am I on the right plane?
I was like, I don't think there's a
and she
Mindy
kept
here.
saying, like, the first time I was like, oh, okay, she probably just accidentally said it like that, but she kept saying it like that through the whole flight.
Maybe she thought that's how you said
Maybe.
it. Because you know, like, Indianapolis.
So she's like, we've just landed at Indianapolis. The weather is blah blah blah. And even someone in front of, like, in one of the front seats, was just like, Mindianapolis. And I was
Okay,
like,
that's
I was like, leave her alone.
Yeah, that's
like, yes, it was
fucked.
funny, but
Yeah.
leave her alone.
Like, laugh in your own head.
Literally.
Don't diss on the flight attendant.
Yeah.
They're doing their
They were
best.
so nice, especially mostly in this on the way back.
I loved being a minor because don't you have to pay for some stuff, or do they just
Some
send
stuff. Like, I think you have to pay for like alcohol. Otherwise, usually like pops, water, coffee, teas are complimentary, and then they usually have like a complimentary snack, which is like pretzels or peanuts or like a cookie. Which they kept calling it a cookie. It was a wafer. It was a wafer.
They kept giving me wafers, unlimited amount, and I'm like,
Well, the
Just
first
giving it to
time
me.
I tried it and I didn't like it. I was like, oh no. I didn't even finish it. I just threw it away after one bite. But then on the way back, I was so tired because my plane landed at 11 p.m. and we still had a 2-hour drive. Not that I was driving, but I still had to keep Jesse company for a 2-hour drive home, which I fell asleep an hour in. So I had a coffee, but the thing is, like, they were going by with the drinks, and they had one person on each side doing drinks, right? And so, like, somehow because of that, my row got skipped, and I was there on my Kindle, and thankfully no one was in the middle seat. I was so happy, you guys, because on the way there, the flight from Minneapolis to Houston, I was stuck in an aisle seat because George has long legs, so he prefers aisle seats, so he got me an aisle seat. And I said, for future reference, please do window. Because I had no room. There's this guy sitting in the middle, and he was really nice, but he was like this big burly guy, and you could tell he was sitting like this, so like he wouldn't accidentally touch people. So I was also sitting like this, and like I don't know, I was getting so sore from that, because just like having to hold your core like this the whole time. And
Yeah.
I hated it.
I'm gonna miss being a minor. Well, I miss being a minor in flights because when I went alone, they gave me like the seat in the front where it's just by yourself, because like they have special seats for like people like that are just going by themselves like that. And then the second flight coming to Minneapolis, it was with a U.S. soldier. Either he was like in the Navy or something, because he had his uniform. And then it was like this other guy, and I know he did some government work because he had like a badge or something, and then
Maybe he was an air marshal.
guys, probably he looked like a detective because he had
the air marshal.
he had like a hat on, and then like
Oh.
a trench coat, and then he had like a pin that had like something on it, and then he had like a briefcase. All he was carrying was a briefcase, guys. And then we got off, we were getting our luggage, and all he had was that briefcase because he just walked out.
It
And
sounds
I was
like a PI.
but I had to sit next to them because
yeah.
they're like in special seats too, so
Gotcha.
they put me there. And he even said like, hi. And I was like, oh, hi. And then the flight attendants were like, you want cookies, crackers, anything? And I'm like, yeah, give me those crackers.
All of them.
Give me all the crackers. And then give me a bunch of orange juice.
Hell yeah.
I drank so much orange juice that when I had to like come back, like when I stopped in Minneapolis, I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, I bet.
It was so. They were late to pick me up. It was so.
Who was?
You. Casey was picking me up. She was so late. A flight attendant had to stand with me, and she's like, I think it was like maybe 30 minutes. Because I remember texting my dad, and I'm like, hey, like.
I remember now.
Either it was maybe 30 minutes or an hour.
It was like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I remember now.
This lady kept one of like the workers, she's like, are they almost here yet? Are they almost here yet? And I'm like, damn, are you trying to kick me out?
I don't even remember why. Like, if it was your dad's fault or mine. I really don't remember.
Just got caught in traffic, honestly.
Maybe.
I think it was just the traffic because you did tell me like, oh, like we're so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Either like your time management was bad or traffic was bad. I don't remember the exact reason, but I was so embarrassed because there was no seats and I had to be by this flight attendant. They're like, just wait here until like.
She's like, I'm trying to go back to work.
Yeah, I low-key felt
I got a
so
flight
bad.
to catch.
Yes, bro. I low-key felt so bad because every 5 minutes she's like, are they here yet? Are they almost here? Are they here yet?
I remember now that you kept calling him.
I almost cried. I think I was freaking out. My dad, I was like, Dad, are you almost
I
here?
remember
Like,
feeling
please.
so bad, and Chewy kept telling me like, "Oh, how much time?" And I'm like, "The
And
GPS says."
I was already crying because of my mom, and I was just like,
It was your 13th reason, bro.
yes, it was already a bad day to begin with, and then I was just like, and then while I was on call with my dad, she's like, is he almost here?
Oh my God, girl.
I'm like, oh,
He'll be
no.
here when he be here.
I'm like, he said he was like 5 minutes away. 5 minutes go by. Is he almost here? I don't know.
Ay, ay, ay.
I was on the verge of tears. And I was just like,
I know what it was. He told me the wrong terminal. So we went
oh,
to
you
the
guys
wrong
were
terminal.
waiting there. And
Yes.
and he was like, where are you? Where are you?
Yep.
We're here. And I'm like, no, you're not. Like,
And I was like, are you sure this is the right terminal? He was like, and I'm like, it's not the right one.
and I think I had to ask the flight attendant, and she's like,
Yep.
and she low-key answered me rudely. She's like, we're on terminal. I'm like, oh, okay. I think she even like she had to take my phone because
Yeah.
like she had to tell my dad, and I was so embarrassed. I was
Poor
so
Alex.
embarrassed.
Poor Alex.
It was a hard life, but I actually blocked that shit out until I remembered that flight attendant. I'm like, oh yeah, they were in the wrong terminal.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was low key pressed at my dad.
Oopsie daisy.
I was like,
Damn.
I was stressing, guys. That whole day I was
Gosh.
crying and crying and crying, and then that was my 13th reason. I was like, and then I saw Star in the car, and I was like, oh my god, Star! Then life got better after that.
Good. So on my way back, I needed the coffee, and I said, "Give me the wafer. Give me the wafer."
Did it taste
But
good?
yeah, it was really good actually, like that. But so I had to press the call button because they skipped it, and I'm like looking back, and I asked the little old guy next to me because I was on my Kindle, he was on his book, and I go, did they accidentally skip us? And he goes, I think they're just restocking. And he's like looking back, he's like, yeah, I think they're restocking. I think they'll be back. And I go, I hope so. I really needed a coffee. And he's like, at this time, I was like,
Have a long
yeah. And then when I like look back again, and they had put everything away. And I go, oh hell no! And I'm like, I'm gonna press the button.
Give me
And
3
for a little
coffees.
bit, like nobody came by, and it wasn't until the point where they walked by with the trash bags. You know, they walk by and they do the drinks, and then they walk by with the trash bags to get any trash. And then as the lady like came by with the trash bag, she was really sweet. She was like, "Oh honey, like are you okay? Like is everything all right?" And I was just like, "Yeah, I'm so sorry. I think they skipped us for the drinks, and I was really needing a coffee." She goes, "Don't apologize. Don't be sorry. I'm so sorry. I will go get that for you." And like she asked me what I wanted, if I wanted any more snacks. She asked, the old man, and I don't know why he didn't say anything, but like when she got back, and I think what happened is the flight attendant who was pushing the cart, she looks over and she saw a lady with a can, so she assumed that like we already got helped. So then when we get back, I get my copy, and she was like, is there anything else you need, you know? And then the guy was just like, oh, like, I think my wife and them got skipped too. And I'm like, why did you say that? Like,
maybe they texted him.
Like, that's not my wife, so I wasn't going to say anything, but I did say our row when I said it. So, like, and then so she had to go back, which is fine, because, like, she only had 2 hands. So then she had to go and get the stuff for them, but...
Damn, I would have asked my freaking coworkers to come with me.
Real, like, come.
You and Layla were those flight attendants, we would have been together.
Do you need anything?
Low-key, I'm debating on being a flight attendant.
Honestly, that sounds fun, right?
I'm a bird.
I was like, I could imagine you doing the announcement. Like the little, you know, your seat can be used as a flotation device. Please put your mask on before you help anyone with theirs.
Exactly. If I can do freaking phone calls,
yeah,
at my other job, I can do that.
From Houston to Harlingen, you know, they gave the, you know, if we have a water landing, you know, you can use it as a flotation device. And I was like, oh, don't worry about that. Like, we don't go over water. Yeah, we do. Because it's like shorter to go over the water. To
Where
get
are we on
from,
the map over there?
To get from Houston to Houston from Harlingen. So I wake up like a little bit before and we're over water and I'm like, oh, what? I was like, where's my flotation device?
Where's my flotation? You're done. Oh my gosh.
But, yeah.
You were holding it dear to you.
I was like, I closed it back up.
Dude.
Like, looking.
No, literally though. I remember the first time I saw all of the lakes. Oh my god, it was so cool.
Yeah.
Because I was like, holy fuck, I thought they were joking about this.
There's actually 10,000. I'm just kidding.
I was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I
I was like, holy fuck, that's an ocean.
So it's funny because when it's kind of at night and you're flying and you see patches of black when you're flying over Texas, it's fields.
Mm-hmm.
But when you see patches of black near Minnesota, it's lakes.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was so crazy. I think we maybe got Dutch Brothers. I fucking love Dutch Brothers. I can't wait for you guys to try it. No, it's a Texas one. I cannot wait for you guys to go and try it. I think it was a blended Golden Eagle is what it's called. That's like one of the only things I've had. I might have had another drink when I was there the first time, but I didn't like it. And the lady was so nice that she was like, oh, just keep it. Like, what else do you want? Like, and so she gave us like another drink.
But I don't like it.
Yeah, exactly. I like
Keep it. I don't like it.
She didn't charge us for it.
Oh, okay.
But so I got that again. I told them, I was like, one of the things I really want to do is get another Golden Eagle because it was so good. It's like, I've been thinking about it since I left, like last time, you know? And so we got that. So delicious. And then we like go home and he was like, well, I think like we're going to take a nap and stuff. And I was like, okay, well, I didn't want to take a nap because it's always like, I just did not want to have to be groggy. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go see Tequila, the horse, for a little bit. And then I went and I binge watched some more with Grandma.
Of course you did.
Until it was time to get ready.
Did you guys finish the season or no?
Yeah, I think we finished. Like I said, I picked up, we were on the 3rd one, I think. The 2nd? I don't remember. I think there's 3 seasons. And I think I watched like most of the 2nd and all of the 3rd with her. I think.
Girl didn't even do season 1. She
Nope.
just jumped right in.
Yeah, and I just had to keep asking my grandma questions. I was like, why is this? And why is that? And okay, there's like, it's a show about Native American tribes and the tribal police and stuff like that. So sometimes they speak in Dene. I think it was Dene. And she's like, honestly, I can't see the subtitles, so I don't actually know what they're saying.
Girls like, learning native with them.
I was like, oh, okay. So once she told me that, of course I was translating for her. But so she honestly couldn't give me a lot of background on what was happening. But I was just like into it. I was just like, oh, you know. But then we go to the wedding. It's really pretty. It was beautiful. I didn't know most of the people. Like they knew me from when I was really young, but I didn't really know anybody. I knew like their grandma, one of the aunts, maybe a couple of the aunts, one of the cousins. But
did you know the people getting married?
No. But they welcomed me with open arms.
Of course.
So it was good.
Family's family.
The wedding was really pretty. I just danced with George. We were just dancing. I'll tell you this other part of the story, but so we went to Starbucks at one point and he was messing with the cashier, telling him like, oh, they don't really have Starbucks over there where she's from. way up north. They don't really have Starbucks.
Way up
And the guy
north.
was like, "Oh, really? I could never." Like, and I didn't know I didn't realize. I was like, "What is he doing?" So I was just like, "Yeah." I just went along with it. I was like, "Yeah, they have like caribou up there."
You guys are fucking with him, huh?
And then what did he say? He said something. He's like, "Is that the one I got?" And I go, "I've never been here with you." And then he was like, "Oh, it was era mi amiga, you know?" and so the cashier took that as a, like, he thought there was tea. Like, he was like, "Le vas a tener que." And he goes, "Oh, well, like, she's my daughter." And he was like, oh, I thought I was like in the middle of catching you being here with someone else.
Well, I'm actually scared that one day I'm gonna see one of my regulars bring it. Like, oh, pizza. There was this one guy that I thought, well, no, I knew they were together, but the way that they came in separately, and they acted like they were strangers at first, and then he kissed her randomly, and I was like, I was so confused, like, and he was one of my regulars,
Yeah.
and I didn't know he had a girlfriend, so I was like, just like, and then he's like, "Hey, sexy," and then a big smack on the lips, and I was like, and she's like, "Oh no, that's my boyfriend, don't
Like,
worry."
ma'am, is he bothering me?
And I was gonna be like, "What are you doing, bro? What are you doing?"
Oh my gosh.
Holy crud, it was crazy.
I love when you say that. Holy crud.
Holy crud.
So we had a fun dancing at the wedding. They played a lot of wapango, bro. And I can hardly, that's like the one dance I can hardly do. I've only danced it one other time.
I don't dance.
And they did a lot of wapango. And I was just like, this ain't it. Play some, where's the Tigres del Norte? Where's the Cumbia Kings? Like, Daddy Yankee? Just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. And I don't know if it was their music or if it was like the DJ, but the DJ had horrible transitions. Like, horrible. But the food was good. The venue was beautiful. The bride was gorgeous. I loved her dress. Even the bridesmaids' dresses were all so pretty. Like, everything was amazing. And of course, George is trying to convince me to have my wedding down there. And I'm like, I swear that in that night, he might have asked me like 5 to 7 times, "So when's your wedding? So when's your wedding?"
Bro's ready.
I'm like, he's like, "Am I gonna be alive to dance with you still?"
Damn! Bro thinks you're gonna get married in 30 fucking years.
I was like, honestly, I do need to get married before, while both my grandpas and grandmas are still here.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah, actually, yeah." And I was like, "Yeah." After the wedding, we went home. Next day was Sunday. We did sleep in a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean, like, we were awake at 7:30.
Oh.
We were just kind of chilling. Like, he was, like, getting, the kids ready. And I went to go hang out with Grandma. And, like, by the time we left the house, it was, like, 11.
Oh.
And mind you, Salon is at, like, 1. So I was like, "I'm so sorry, Dad, if you watch this." But I was, like, really hoping that we would be, like, just too distracted or busy that we didn't have to go to church.
And you had to?
No. So that's when we ended up going to, we went to the Sunrise Mall. And I got quesadilla tacos there. They were, I would say they were like a 5 out of 10. For mall tacos, they were pretty good. Then we went to drive out to Starbank, Texas.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Where SpaceX is, where Elon has his rockets. And I will put the pictures because I got to take a picture in front of his rocket. That sounds sturdy.
George told me that if I wanted to go to the beach, I'd have to kiss Elon on the face.
His statue I will insert the picture.
So
it is scary.
Ugly. It's so ugly. I don't want to
didn't
kiss
even take a
that
picture
thing.
of the picture because they had like this mural as well, and it's weird because it's like they took the meme and they're trying to make money off of it. Yeah. Because it was like something like click here to donate or whatever. Something like that. And I was just like, oh, like, Okay, they're using the memes against us. And
whatever, I don't even care.
So we drove to the end, and we were able to see the beach from there. It was pretty. It was a little chillier that day, so we didn't stay. Otherwise, we were going to go to South Padre Island after that. But we didn't, because it was like, it's just cold. Nothing's changed. Like, if we were going to go on the beach,
like 70 degrees.
60, I think it was like 65. So, like, it was nice out, but the water would have obviously been cold. And, like, if it would have been nicer, like, we would have actually stayed the night there. Because we were going to get, like, a hotel and been at the beach the day. But because it was chilly, it was like, no, like, let's just not. Like, South Padre Island hasn't changed since the last time I've been there. So, like, no, we don't have to go all the way around. We saw Elon's house.
That's crazy. I can't believe he has
his Texas house. Texas. And, like, George was telling me, like, if there's police presence, like, he's either on his way or he's there. But there wasn't. So I was like, okay, good, he's not here. But
you
so
could literally see Elon if he's like
imagine he's getting his mail. I'm just
no, he probably made someone fetch it for him. Go get my mail.
Yeah, so we saw his house. We saw his statue. We saw the SpaceX building. We saw the rocket. I swear I saw at least 100 Teslas that day, because that's like the company car that they use.
Ew.
So it's literally just Tesla, Tesla, Tesla. We saw all of that. Went to go eat at Reina's barbecue. I have a bone to pick with them.
Oof.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't try like the chicken or the brisket, so I cannot speak for those. But I got the wings because they looked bomb AF. I was craving wings because I don't know, you know how Grandpa and like Danny and George make them. I don't know why I expected them to be even half as good as that. But so I got the wings and some frijoles charros, which they weren't even that good either, and a fajita taco, and that was maybe like the only thing that was good. The fajita was really good actually. But so we order, and then like you go sit down, they give you a number, and they were like, oh, it's like it's gonna be like a 15-minute wait. I'm like, okay. Over 30 minutes goes by, and so he goes to check. They're like, oh, like we lost your order. We don't know what happened. So they give us a new one. By the time we actually get our food, I'm like, hey, what about the ranch for my wings? They're like, oh, sorry, we ran out. I'm like,
no ranch twice. That's Casey's worst trip ever.
Yeah, my worst nightmare.
There's always a ranch wherever she goes.
I'm gonna have to take my own purse ranch. It's gonna have to be included into my liquids in the airport. Just a bottle of ranch.
You're gonna have to take an ice pack, girl.
Anyway, so they didn't have the ranch. They didn't have something else either. I don't remember, and the wings were like I can't even say mid. They just like weren't even good. I was like sad because if I would have had the ranch, that probably would have made it a little better. Yeah, it was pretty late. We got home like at 10:30. Yeah, I finished watching like part of a movie with Grandma, and then I went to bed. Then on Monday, I woke up at 10, and actually because Grandma came to wake me up, I heard her knocking, and I was like, oh, Grandma. And I fell asleep, and it's because I had woken up when he took the kids to school, so it was like 6:37. He went to work. I slept until 10. On that day, it was actually a little chilly. Like when I woke up, it was like 45. So for over there, like it was a little chilly. Grandma came out in like her coat, and she goes, "It's cold out there."
From 90 to 40.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
I know. So she comes to get me. She was like, "Oh, I made like coffee and like breakfast," and I was like, "Okay, like let me pack my stuff up because I was leaving that day. Let me get dressed and I'll head over." And she was like, "Oh, like all this." She wasn't feeling too good that day. So she was like, "Everything's like right there. I'll put the water to boil for you and like for the coffee." And she just like lay down for a bit, and we were just there most of the morning watching the show. And then I told her like, okay, like after I ate breakfast, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go hang out with Tequila for a little bit because I love that girl. I love her so much.
How old is she already?
They told me, but I can't remember. I was telling George, I was like, oh, like the first day I saw her, like I was giving her treats, and like she just kept giving me the side of her body, which is usually like a sign of trust and like that she wants to be pet. And I was like, don't do that, Tequila, because in the movie Spirit, that's giving him permission to hop on, and I'm gonna want to hop on.
Well, isn't she a riding horse? No, I'm joking.
I mean, yes, yeah. and not even that, like you could still ride her. It's just that I think they need to fix their saddle. And so George was telling me like, oh, like she probably would have let you get on, and I was like, damn it. I was like, I should have. And he's like, bareback? And I said, yeah, I've ridden bareback maybe 3 times. And honestly, it's not that bad. For a guy, I can see how maybe that'd be a little worse. But I was like, I would have ridden her back. I wasn't gonna say. So like, I would have ridden covered in her bareback. So like that last day, I was like, Tequila, you're gonna let me ride you? But homegirl just wanted me for the treats, man. Like, because I had them in my pocket. I had 4 treats. I gave her one. I was petting her. I was waiting for her to go back on her side. And she just kept like, I know you have more. And then eventually I went in with her and I was like walking her around. And even just that was really nice, honestly. I was like, you know what? I don't need to ride you. I just want to spend time with you because I love you so much.
I've never ridden a horse, and I should ride a horse when we go over there.
We should do that. We should go horseback. Even if it's not Tequila. Like,
yeah, even if it's not her.
We can, I'm sure there's so many people.
And then if I like it enough, I'm gonna get a horse.
Well, that's what I told George. I was like, okay, if I get my trail over here, if I get a horse, will you take care of it for me? He goes, on what condition will I take care of your horse? And I said, what? He said, you have to visit every 3 months. I said, bet.
Every 3 months? Bet. I'll go with you.
Yeah.
Every 3 months? That sounds like a deal.
Right?
Have them planned out.
Exactly.
Already.
I just buy all my tickets at the beginning.
Exactly. Have it scheduled. Sorry, I'm on a business trip.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then we have every 3 months we just make a vlog going.
Right? Imagine. Ugh, I can't wait. Like we are genuinely, like me and Jesse are genuinely talking about getting a little mobile home there.
Fuck, bro, I'll even help you because I really want a house in Texas, or just like a trailer in Texas because it's so cheap. Mm-hmm. The land is probably cheap too, and it'll be like with your grandparents, right?
Yeah. They were like this. How do you say terreno? Terrain?
Yeah.
Their piece of their land, which I think they have about 3 acres, 3 or 4 acres. Like they were like, this is for like everyone. So like, if you ever wanna, live here, have a home here, like, there's a place for you here.
I feel like Texas just has a special place in our heart that like.
Honestly, I was born and raised in Minnesota, but even since I was younger, we were always visiting Texas, and then we lived there for a little bit, and my heart has always been torn between the 2 places, like. Especially because growing up, I grew up with horses. So I grew up a little cowgirl. Yeah. And sometimes, like, because after we didn't have horses, we lived in town. Like, anytime I would want to dress Western or anything like that, I felt like such a poser. Like, that is just such a side of me that nobody that I know knows. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, in my head, I'm ranchera.
You kind of are.
I grew up on a ranch. Like, I grew up helping Grandpa take the horses out so that we could muck the freaking barn, helping him give them water, helping him with the hay, riding horses by myself, like, at such a young age. I think I was 5 or 6, riding a horse by myself. Like, that's how I grew up. And so now, like, and I was telling George this, I was like, sometimes I feel like such a poser when I want to dress Western. And he's like, you shouldn't. Like, it's in your blood. Like, tell people you're going back to your roots. And I'm like, you're right. I'm gonna make it a point to dress a little more Western. And the thing is, I don't have one style. I have so many.
You do. You can give off like Western, witchy, and then some like casual.
Yeah. Like even this, I told Jesse, how do I look? And he goes, it looks like I went to a rock concert.
Yeah.
And
I was dresses emo sometimes.
Honestly, like, it's just whatever I'm feeling that day. And that's the thing is, like, I don't understand how people have just one style. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think you have one style.
That's true.
Even Layla, I don't think she has one style. But like Nidia has one style, but like I don't think it's weird.
No, it suits her really.
It does. Well. It's like some people just have one style, but I don't think I could pick one. Yeah. Like, it just depends on how I feel that day.
That's true. And I really like your outfits every time.
Thanks. So like if I come in with my cowgirl boots on, you better not judge me. Nobody better judge me.
Girl, I grew up in Texas where people...
I know, but we're in Texas no more.
I've seen a lot.
Like, that's one thing I love about Texas over there. It's like, I was wearing, like, my hat everywhere. Like, because George is like, should I wear my hat? I said, if you wear yours, I'll wear mine. And so we went to the mall.
Because George always wears...
Yeah, over there, it's so normal.
It's so normal.
It's so normal just wearing your hat and boots.
I'm pretty sure Carla even has... Well, there's these certain pants that I like to call like cowgirl pants because like at the bottom it's meant for like cowgirl.
Oh, like the bootcut jeans.
Yeah, the bootcut jeans. And a lot of the time, a lot of my cousins over there wear those types, and it looks so nice. I love it.
I've been trying to find more of those, and it's so hard.
It's hard, and actually the black jeans, the Levi's that I have,
those are bootcut. Every time you wear them, I'm like, I love those pants.
I know. And then I have other ones too that are also black. Those are also boot cuts.
I just love how over there everybody just wears their hats, and that's one thing I always remember about Grandpa growing up. Like in Minnesota, he always had his hat on. Always had his hat on. And so over there, I was just felt so happy wearing my hat to the mall, to like wherever we went. Like we had our hats on.
It's actually so funny how different we grew up in Texas, because I grew up in the city.
Yeah.
in the ghetto. So when I think of Texas, I think of the Edgars.
Tu troca no quema.
But I also think of like all the parties. Like for me, it's like mostly like party. I love Texas for the parties.
Yeah. Which when I was in Texas, we were in Laredo.
Did you have a carne asada?
No, we didn't. And honestly, I think it's just because like grandma and grandpa like worked. You know.
I do remember like Adriana had like a family member that did have like a rancho, and then like I think we had gone there a couple times, but that was like the only ranch that I went to.
Yeah.
And that was that time that I was in the trunk.
In the trunk.
One time we stuffed the cart to the max. Like I'm pretty sure it was even like a van. So it was a van. All of the seats were taken up. There was also kids on top of like people's laps. And me and my siblings had to go in the back of the trunk. Low-key fun. It was low-key fun. But they told us to keep our heads down because it was illegal.
Oh, we went to the Pulga too on Sunday. It was pretty fun. It was a little hot. I don't think I got anything though. Honestly, like nothing at that Pulga really called my name, but we also didn't see all of it.
Oh.
Like the reason I love a Pulga mostly is like the food, but because we had just eaten, I wasn't hungry.
I usually wait. Oh, the elote there is so good.
Those spiral, no, the spiral potatoes with all that stuff on it. It was so good.
That shit's so bomb.
But they even had like a tattoo place there at the Pulga, and I go, "Oh, George, I'm gonna stop here really quick." And he grabs me, he's like, "Kill me." I was just kidding. Like, obviously, I'm kidding. Like, no, I would not trust.
I think Layla would have yelled at you if you ever did that.
She would have.
I would have been like,
Layla would have judged me so hard. Okay. I was just hanging out with Tequila, then he got back, and we were leaving to the airport. We went to go eat first at some marisco place. I don't remember the name of it, but a seafood place. And we had shrimp cocktail, which was pretty good. I was surprised because usually like restaurant shrimp cocktail is not that great. I tried this thing called rafafa, which is like chopped up shrimp with like a sauce on it. Honestly, it didn't really taste like anything. But like that's why George likes it. I was like, I don't like, and I didn't really eat more of it, so I was like, it doesn't taste like anything to me. Like it tastes like fresh shrimp, but like the sauce itself didn't taste like anything.
Is it like that marinara sauce or no?
No, it is like it's like a pink sauce almost.
I think I've tried it before, but I'm not sure.
And you eat it with like a tostada. You should look it up.
Let me see.
And then some shrimp tacos, and it came with like 5. And they gave you usually over there, like, you know how here you get maybe like chips and salsa. Well, over there it'll be like chips and salsa or like frijoles charros, and I love when they do frijoles charros as like a little, you know. But here I think it was like a sopa de marisco, but it was just like the caldo. I got a little shrimp in there, and it was so good. Like that was my favorite part of it, I think.
The shrimp or the
sopa.
The sopa.
The soup, yeah.
Literally just sopa.
Yeah, it was so good. But the shrimp cocktail was good. The tacos were good. I only ate 2 of them, and George took the other 3 home. And then they have like over there. Usually the restaurants don't give you like a cup for your drink. It's a pitcher. I think I took a picture of it. I'll put it in there. It's a pitcher, and I got like agua de pepino y limon. It was so good.
Especially if you get aguas, they literally give you a whole pitcher.
Yeah, and I think George had gotten like a Diet Coke, and imagine just a pitcher of Diet Coke.
Those things are so gigantic. That's why my mom always told us never to like drink it before we ate, because then we'd get
real. Or it's like you guys are all sharing one.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I got to the airport, and last time I went, my grandma and grandpa, like, they were there to see me off, and at that time I didn't cry until I got to the top of the escalator, and I was like walking through the line, and I was like crying. I didn't want them to see me cry, but my grandpa cries every time I leave, and it was just so hard to see. Like, so this time they weren't able to, and like he was standing on like a top stair, so I was on the bottom stair hugging him, and it just felt like I was little again. And like he was crying, and I was like, Grandpa, like I'm gonna miss you, like take care of yourself. And he's just like, I'll be okay, and I was just like, I'm just seeing him like wiping his tears, and I was like, oh,
I'm gonna cry.
I know. But I need to go back soon. Like I seriously need to visit them as much as I can before.
That's why we should take a long trip in April. Oh, I just can't wait to graduate because I do want to go there for like a whole month at least.
Yeah, you should.
And then you can
But
come
for sure.
No,
come
joking. Yeah.
For sure, come back.
I don't know how I'm gonna feel in Texas, low key.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm scared that I'm gonna hate it or I'm gonna love it.
Well,
and then
at
I'll
least
stay.
like if anything ever goes wrong in Laredo, like George is always an option.
Mm-hmm.
Like he loves you guys so much too. Like that's one thing is like like I don't know. He's just always there for everyone. So like if you ever need to get away, like he will go pick you up.
Oh yeah.
You can go stay on the rancho.
Can I go over?
Please come get me.
I'll text him.
Literally.
I have him on Facebook and TikTok.
But yeah, then I came back home and I got to Jesse and he was so excited to see me, and it's like he went in to he'll always like park and he'll see me off and he'll always park to come get me. It's never like the little curbside pickup. He's always like, no, I'm gonna walk you in, I'm gonna carry you bags, like this and that. And then, so we're like walking towards each other, and I'm wearing my hat and my boots, and I'm all, yeah, he's like looking me up and down, and I'm just like, I missed you. And we were just like, we both just had the biggest smiles on our face from like that far away where the wall is. But yeah, I was very happy to see him. We missed each other.
Cute. Sluts. No, I'm joking.
And then he had to go to the bathroom, and the one that was on that floor was closed. So we went to the exit, and then I was like, I'll wait here, just go find a bathroom, And then when he was coming back, he was running back. I swear, I was like, you look like one of those dramatic airport scenes. He's like, that's what I was going for. He's like running back. You just hear his feet stopping.
Boom, 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 boom.
Laughing. But yeah, then we got gas, and like I said, I slept about an hour. The second hour, because I did stay up with him as much as I could, and then I was like, I'm so tired. Got home, and the babies were so excited to see me. Oh,
I would have let them sleep on the bed with me that night.
Yeah, right.
No, joking, they would have been crazy.
So over there, they let Chiquito sleep on the bed.
Aww.
And bro was like sleeping in the middle of my legs, and I was just like, I'm so glad my dogs don't sleep on the bed with me.
Taco does that. I low-key have to sleep like this. And with Taco right there.
Oh, Taco. But Chiquito's so adorable. When I was packing my stuff, he was like laying on like the top of my suitcase, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna take you home. I'm gonna switch you with Pepper. I'm just kidding.
He's old.
He's so old. I think he's like 10.
Oh, yeah.
He's blind, deaf.
Chiquito!
I don't know about the deaf part, because I swear he would hear me, but it could also just be that he is used to the vibrations.
Oh, that's
you know what
true.
I mean?
He knows Chiquito
Yeah.
vibration.
But yeah, my babies were so happy to see me. Odin was jumping for joy, and I was like, I missed you too, and
Oh,
Pepper as well, and Anya. Oh, they were just all so cute, and I missed my babies, and they missed me, and then we were all cuddling on the bed. Yeah, we were all cuddling on the bed, and they just would not stop licking me, and then eventually I was just like, okay, everybody off the bed, it's time for bed, get off the bed, and just was like, they missed you, and I was just like, yeah, I missed them too, but like, quit licking me.
Poor Casey was getting licked.
Yeah. But yeah, that was my Texas trip. Honestly, nothing super crazy happened, but
Lots of fun.
I'll insert the pictures and videos I have.
Lots of emotions going through those days.
Oh, for sure. So many emotions. And it's because I was telling Alex, like, okay, I'll give you the rundown on my dad. So, when I was young, my mom was somewhere, and God, do I just spill the tea?
Who watches this?
I don't know. I don't think anyone from the family does.
Only Irma, but Irma
So,
doesn't
okay,
know.
so my mom was away, and she was needing someone to take care of me and my sister. And so her sister, my aunt, stepped up, and she was married to George at the time, and they were taking care of us, and they almost adopted us actually, actually. But that ended up not happening, and Tina and George divorced, and he, parting ways. So I didn't see him for so long until, when did he come?
2021.
So 2021. So pretty much I hadn't seen him for however many years, completely no contact. I would still talk to his mom and dad, my grandma and grandpa. And that's the thing is we're technically not related. We were only related through marriage, but he truly saw us as his children, and always said my daughters, my foster daughters, whatever, this and that, and even his children, his biological children, he's always told them you have siblings, you have these other two sisters, and he had told them about us and all of this and that. So we finally reconnected in 2020 something. I was, an adult already, and that was just kind of crazy, reconnecting like that. And so now I go visit him, I go visit my grandparents. Because of that, every time we see each other, there's so many emotions. The conversations are always super deep and heavy, just because we have so much catching up to do. And that's what I was telling Alex, is everything we talk about is so deep, and so much about our past, and literally just catching up. And of course we have normal conversations or funny conversations, but yeah. So yeah, like you said, there's so many emotions always, and always being torn. So while I was there, I was reading this book about this big city New York girl who, her aunt died, and she inherited her bookshop in this tiny town. And I don't know, it was just the parallel was a little crazy to me, because okay, Alexandria is, I just feel Minnesota's the big city, and when I go to the ranch in Texas, that's the little town. And it was just crazy thinking, because I have so much going on in Minnesota. It's go, go, go here. And over there, because we're on the ranch, I guess, it doesn't feel like that.
It's an escape.
It's you hardly hear traffic. You just feel the wind. You're there with the animals. And I was just so sad leaving. I was I don't want to leave.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It was a good trip.
Texas is just so special.
It is. When I think of it, and I think of Laredo, so I'm just ugh. But I don't go to Laredo.
Even for me, low-key, I think of it, and I think I have a love-hate relationship with Laredo, because that's my hometown. I lived there for 14 years out of my life.
Right. And you know what? If we still had the house there, I think I would feel different. Because I always wanted to buy that house. Or when it was in the family, or to put it in my name when it was still in the family.
And I wish they had given it to me.
I get it, but at the same time, I know everyone else has such horrible memories there.
Even I do, but it's
right.
Actually, I don't know how I'd feel if I went back to that house, because it holds so many bad memories, but it's that's my home.
Yeah, and it's because our grandpa built that house. He built that house,
and our names are engraved in the pavement. Every time I think of that house, I just want to cry, because it really is a special.
Right, it just has a little special place in your heart.
Yeah, it's I don't care what happened there. I just remember the times that I would play with Junior Stark High, and literally our names being engraved there. Yeah, all of our names.
Yeah,
I was or the time that I felt from the stairs.
I felt. Did you guys have railing yet?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Grandpa had taken it down again.
I don't know why.
We had railing, and then he took it down again.
So there's these concrete stairs. Okay, so it's weird. The house is concrete.
All concrete.
And we might have talked about this before, actually.
How build it?
I don't know. But
we don't question it.
We don't question it. We don't question the physics. But so you don't go upstairs through the upstairs and the downstairs are not connected. So they had these concrete stairs going to the upstairs, but there was no railing. So it was just concrete stairs. And then eventually he put railing on one side. It wasn't on both sides, but he put it on one side. So you fell when there was no railing?
Yeah, I was in the middle of the stairs. I don't know what happened.
I don't know why that gave me the chills.
Okay, it was maybe 5 steps before I had to reach the bottom, but I don't know what happened, and I just wasn't paying attention, and I go, and then and I was like, oh my god!
Like, I'm surprised no one ever fell like sideways. You know what? Off the sides.
And it's because no, literally.
Like, how did that not happen?
Did. Like me, Pablo, and Carla were like running down the stairs to go to school. I don't know how they were doing it.
Yeah.
I went too far to that side, and I was like, oh my god, my life flashed before my eyes, and I remember always being. Guys, I was so bad. I was so bad when I was little because, you know, like, there's the door. Like, imagine the door's here and then the stairs are here, but, you know, there's that little cliff. Mm-hmm. I would like to grab I would like to hang on from, like, the door frame, and I'd just like to have my foot out, and I'd be like...
Oh my gosh. I remember when it was open. Before that they
didn't have a door.
Not even a door, just like no walls.
No walls. I remember they didn't even have a door. Like,
yeah, so like it was the rooms, right? The rooms, and then I guess what you guys would use it as. What would you guys use that area for? That was it just like the entrance kind of? Because I know the kitchen eventually was in its own little area next to the bathroom. It was the bathroom, the kitchen, and then it was what, 2 rooms?
Yeah. Well, at first it was like a living room, but then we had moved the kitchen to that room because then that kitchen area became Juani's room after Leo had moved to the big room.
So pretty much where the door was, because it was wood, right? It was concrete, and then the walls were wood. Those walls did not used to be there. It was just open concept like that.
That's crazy.
Open concept. It was just open like that.
There was like 3 rooms that had like the doors. I liked that house. I really liked it. Oh my god.
And there was like there was pictures of like my mom or Irma like with their like sitting on the edge of the concrete wall and with like their legs hanging off and everything. I remember. No, I'm not gonna say that part. It was a little scary. We're not gonna talk about that. I got chills again. No, I think it's because I have to pee. I keep getting the chills.
I just choked my freaking rib. No, that's so different. I'm scared though.
And we're here alone at the studio today. Usually we have someone here.
Okay, let's not talk about it.
Remember last time? It's the studio. No, nothing has happened.
I think I'm gonna die in this house.
No, I think that's it though. I think we've been filming for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a long one, you guys.
Wait, okay, really quick. I was driving today, and I think I almost like went into the ditch. If there was ice, I would have went into the ditch because like the curve was going. It was going this way, and okay, yes, I saw it, but I also wasn't prepared because it was like the first curve. Like literally, I was going straight, and then right away there was a curve, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck? And you know, I'm already traumatized. Yep. A little background story. I'm gonna out this bitch.
Out her.
Okay, so my ex, one time we were driving from Brainerd back to Clarissa, and there was like a really sharp curve, and she didn't notice, and we almost went into the ditch, like in the tree. There was like a tree right there, so it could have ended so badly, and she like good thing she had a quick reaction, but holy shit, after that, I've been so scared of curves. Like, anytime anybody goes, like, anytime we're driving through there, I always get scared that they're gonna miss it. And even if it's, like, those long ones, I still get scared. But yeah, that, low-key, when that was happening, the curve was this way, and I was going too fast, and I started drifting that way, and I was like...
She was trying to brake.
I was braking and I was turning and I was like, oh my god. And Peter's like, you're going too fast.
She's like, I know.
I'm like, I know.
I'm just glad it wasn't me in the car. I was not there.
Casey was gonna get vertigo. I would have
been if I would have been in that car when that happened.
That's enough.
And you would have asked me to drive today, I was like
But after that, everything else went smoothly. Because that was like the beginning. Yeah. That was like literally the very beginning of me driving today.
And it's because he took her to an area that she's not familiar with, because she's already familiar with like this area around here. So she needed to venture out a bit.
Yeah, I was exploring Alexandria.
Yeah,
today.
now all that's left is like you have to like drive to my house.
I've basically driven to her house already because I had to drive all the way to.
Oh yeah, you drove to Little Falls.
Yeah, I drove.
Yeah,
like
we
an
had to go pick
hour.
up Jessie.
I was so
She was
slow.
going 45 the whole time.
I was 16. I was
to Alexandria to Little Falls,
No.
45 the whole time.
No,
You went
55.
65. You went 55 once and it was an accident. She was like, "Oh, I'm going 55."
I was actually speeding a little bit today.
Alex.
For like a millisecond because I realized my foot was still on the gas. And I was like, oh.
Oh my
And
gosh.
thankfully Peter didn't notice.
Good,
at all.
he
I
would
was
have.
like,
Yeah.
this was my reaction. I was driving right and I looked down and it's 30.
Uh-huh.
I was going 35. And I was like, and I started braking more. And I think he felt it. I think he felt it.
I think he felt it.
No. I got it better. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my gosh.
Yeah, I think I'm slowly getting better at
You
driving.
are. And I know she's getting better because when she's behind the wheel, I'm not, like, I don't pay attention anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it feels like normal, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not
Luckily-
as tense or anxious anymore when you drive.
Luckily, I don't give her vertigo. I've always been scared to, like, be in the car with you because I'm scared to give you vertigo.
You know what I noticed? Okay, over here, I get so car sick, right? No matter who drives. Even if I'm in the front seat, if Peter's driving, I'll get car sick. Even when Jessie drove me home, I was a little car sick. Never once did I get car sick while George was driving. Not once.
He's a good driver then.
And it's Texas driving.
Texas driving is fucking crazy. I want to go. No, JK. I can't even speak. One time I told Chrissy I'm gonna run the light. I went like what, maybe like 3 of them. Not even. I didn't even press on the gas.
The light was yellow. And she goes, I'm gonna run it. I swear you were like going like turtle speed. And she yeah, you didn't make it. You didn't make it.
I didn't even get out to stop.
It was like, I'm gonna run it. Comes to a nice slow stop when it turns red.
At least it wasn't.
I said, girl, if you're gonna do that, you need to hit the gas.
I was letting go of the gas. I got scared. I thought I could run it, but I'm like, no. We were going down Broadway.
And she doesn't mean run the red light. She just
No.
means make the yellow.
Yeah, but
She didn't make it.
my mama did raise a wuss. She did raise a wuss. Life's hard, man.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
I'm a pimp named Slickback.
I guess I'll wrap it up now.
Yeah, I think this is a good episode.
I think so too. It was really good.
We should name it Texas.
Or Texas.
Texas.
Yeah, make sure to subscribe for more episodes. We're trying to post a podcast a month.
Mm-hmm.
And then like a couple vlogs in there. So if you haven't seen our last vlog, go check it out. It's short. It's like 4 minutes and some.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. David Dobrik got rich off of his 4-minute video, so I think we could too.
Mm-hmm. We should start recording me driving.
We should. Well, I think it'll be easier in Crystal's car because she already has the mount.
Mm-hmm.
So we can do that. Ooh, we should do that.
Oh yeah. I should drive us to the gas station.
Yeah, you should. I gotta pee.
This one time,
Okay, you go first and then
Okay.
I'll tell mine.
Okay, so basically, I was trying to park in the pump, and
Yeah.
oh my god, I literally missed the wood. There was like, the wood that you like burn up next to the pump, and I missed it by like literally.
I will
this
insert
much.
the picture. We have it. You will see how.
Terrible. It was so bad. Oh my god.
And then you
now I
couldn't
can
get
go.
out.
I
She was
couldn't.
supposed to pump the gas so she could learn how to do it. She goes, Casey, I can't open my door. And I go, I'll pump the gas.
I would've- and I'm surprised I didn't scratch the car actually.
No, me
Like
too.
even getting out, I was so scared that I was gonna scratch it, but I
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah. I was like, literally do not move the wheel a bit. Like, just literally go straight until you clear
And I
the
did.
pile of wood. Yeah. And then, so for me, when I was like 16 and I had my truck, I came in a little too hot and I thought I was braking fast enough. I ran into the pump a little bit. Not enough to do any damage and not enough for like anyone to come out and be like, yo, you hit the pump, but I hit the pump. I don't know if I ever told my mom this story.
I don't think you told me.
I'm pretty sure I did. I think
think you
I told
told
you
me
when that happened.
You
I was
said,
like,
"Don't worry."
I said, don't worry. I actually hit the pump.
She didn't tell me with
in
which
my
car.
truck, and it was in my truck.
I don't
so
think
it
you
was
told me that it was with your truck. You just told me you hit the pump. I was like, well, at least I didn't hit the pump.
Yeah.
The wood. I think the
Yeah.
wood would have been worse because it would have scratched the car so bad.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
yeah.
Make sure to subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. It's all at Sip Happens FM.
Yeah. I like the new setup.
Me too. Ah, bye.
Bye.